big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. So trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right.
15 and 22. Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now I can kind of see why he's probably not claiming it, because it looks bad on his reputation, because he has a history. Like if you look at like even Beyonce, like he was in his 30s and Beyonce was barely 19.
Y'all, this just got messier. Jay-Z's alleged son, Rymir Satterthwaite, just caught a serious win. A judge approved his request to move forward with the paternity case. And now 50 Cent is jumping in, offering to help Rymir sue Jay directly. Yeah, 50's putting pressure on Harv like never before, and Jay-Z's starting to sweat. Jay just released a weird statement calling Rymir a stalker, claiming he's been harassing him for years. His legal team is now threatening to expose Rymir's lies in court. But here's what Jay hasn't done. Take a simple DNA test that could have ended this from the jump. That silence is speaking volumes. But now it gets darker. According to Rymir, his mom, Wanda, wasn't even a legal adult when Jay allegedly got her pregnant. Jay was 22 at the time. If that's true, it's not just scandal, it's a legal nightmare.
How old was she when you were born?
15 going on 16.
And everything saying that they had met. Now, how old was Jay-Z at the time?
I think like 22.
And don't forget the other cloud hanging over Jay. You might remember that lawsuit against Diddy, where one accuser claimed Jay-Z and Diddy assaulted her when she was 13. She later dropped the suit. But just recently, she came back saying she never took back those accusations. She claims Jay sent private investigators to intimidate her, which is why she backed off legally. But let's talk about the media blackout. Major platforms like TMZ and Shade Room, they're completely silent. Try searching Rymir Satterthwaite on their pages. You won't find a single headline. This man's been trending everywhere, but they're acting like it never happened. Same thing with the Jane Doe case. Jay tried suing her attorney Tony Busby for defamation, and just last week a judge tossed it. Still not one word from the mainstream outlets. Makes you wonder, what power does Jay really have behind the scenes to keep all this quiet? And if 50 Cent stays on this case, it's about to get real uncomfortable for Harv. So yeah, a lot's getting swept under the rug, and it feels like most bloggers are too scared to say anything critical about Jay-Z. But you know who's not scared? 50 Cent. He recently clowned Jay for dodging that DNA test, and now it's being reported that 50 actually reached out to Rymir and offered him his legal team to back the case. And you can tell the pressure's hitting Jay hard. His lawyers are already scrambling to shut down Rymir's case, and on top of that, they've launched a PR campaign trying to make him look unstable.
Court documents submitted on June 16th, Jay-Z slams a recent lawsuit that Rymir and Lily filed against him as just the latest in what he says has been decades-long harassment. The documents read, "The fabricated allegations and claims have been addressed."
But the fact that Jay is spending huge money in court when a simple DNA test could end this is wild. This time, Rymir's got the upper hand, and with all these receipts dropping and 50 Cent backing him, it's looking worse for Jay by the day.
Is your father? I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like, it's not far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do. Like, it's not, you don't have to prove me wrong. I just want the truth. Honestly, I can take a no. I can take, if I'm embarrassed at the end of the day, I can take that. I really can. I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. I could take me being embarrassed. Like, just can't take nobody not saying nothing. Like, you know, it's not fair.
Let's talk about 50's role in this chaos. He inserted himself into the Jay-Z Rymir drama by first trolling Jay on Instagram, pointing out how much Jay and Rymir actually look alike. But that was just the beginning. Sources close to the situation claim 50 has personally reached out to Rymir and offered his lawyers to help fight the case. He also posted a cryptic message saying, "A good lawyer knows the law, a great lawyer knows the judge," and that flips the whole table. Until now, Rymir's case was being buried by mainstream outlets, but with 50 backing him, Jay's team is in full panic mode, rushing to discredit Rymir before this lawsuit catches fire. Jay even filed new court documents asking the judge to dismiss it altogether. According to docs obtained by Us Weekly, Jay claims this lawsuit is just another chapter in a decades-long campaign of harassment. He says these allegations have been rejected in multiple courts, and Rymir's refusal to accept that has already resulted in a contempt order. But now Rymir's former guardian, Dr. Lily Coley, a paralegal, is firing back. She says Jay's latest court filing is full of straight-up lies. In her statement, she insists, this story was not fabricated. Wanda's affidavit has been part of the court record for years and has never been withdrawn. Her testimony is what gave Ramir the foundation for believing Jay-Z was his father. And now Dr. Coley's speaking up again, this time slamming Jay's claims that Ramir was ever held in contempt. According to her, nobody involved, not Ramir, not his late mother Wanda, and not herself, was ever found in contempt by the court. But what she really stressed is this: Ramir's paternity has never been properly settled. Dr. Coley wrote, there has never been a discovery hearing or final ruling that resolves the paternity or other issues. These facts continue to be overlooked in the public narrative. And speaking of what gets ignored, let's talk about the age of Ramir's late mother when she got pregnant, because that alone could be the real reason Jay's dodging everything. Here's how it unfolded. Ramir first hit headlines in 2015 when it came out. He filed a paternity suit against Jay-Z a year earlier. He and his guardian, Dr. Coley, had filed their first official complaint in 2014, and from the jump, things got suspicious in court. That complaint instantly shut down. Why? Dr. Coley claimed Jay-Z and his lawyer Lisa Fisher fed the court false and misleading info. But Ramir didn't stop there. In 2018, he filed new docs, this time directly accusing Jay of hiding behind fame and fortune to dodge a DNA test. But then it got messier. Courts kept rejecting Ramir's filings, saying his biological father was already legally determined. Then the kicker, Ramir got his hands on his own birth certificate, and guess what? No father listed, none. Then came the bombshell. Ramir discovered that someone from his own legal team was working with Jay-Z's lawyers behind his back. In an interview with The Sun, Ramir said he was denied a fair shot in court because of legal malpractice. He also revealed that his mom first told him Jay was his father when he was just 8 years old. According to Wanda, she met Jay in 1992 at his aunt's apartment in the Brooklyn projects. They had a fling, protection failed, and she never saw him again. No contact, no way to reach him. By 2010, Wanda's health declined and Dr. Coley was given custody of Ramir. She later told The Sun that Wanda got pregnant after meeting Jay, and she was only 15 or 16 at the time. And yeah, according to a lawsuit, it gets even deeper from there. Ramir filed his case in Philadelphia back in 2018, but things took a wild turn when Jay-Z's attorney allegedly made Wanda sign legal documents while she was still in the hospital recovering from a coma. The papers replaced Dr. Lily Coley's name on the petition without consent and for shady reasons. That one move got the case thrown out of the Philly courts, and Ramir's family said they'd never seen corruption like this or felt betrayal that deep. But it didn't stop there. It got darker. During an appearance on Hip Hop News Uncensored, Ramir and Dr. Coley dropped a chilling bombshell. Ramir was shot after filing the lawsuit against Jay-Z.
It was shot at. Damn. Somewhere in September. He was in the parking lot with other people near where he's at living now. And out of all the cars there, his was the only one shot up. So we believe that that was a nexus or a connection, I believe, between the case and what's going on, because it was around the time.
And here's where it gets even more twisted. Lily said that right around the time Ramir filed that case, strangers started popping up at her door trying to intimidate her into silence.
In addition to that, we've had people come to my home in the past, driving on the grass. We have people knocking on the door at 4 o'clock in the morning. We've been through all of it, mostly around the filing time.
Lily made it clear. This fight isn't just about one man. It's about demanding change and exposing how the rich can bend the legal system however they want.
This is a bigger picture than this. We want to try to make a difference with the Pro Se Act or the Legal Abuse Act, bringing new legislation and trying to sit down at the table with the lawmakers to make a difference. In addition to the fact, because, you know, like you said before, Mr. Carter might not never do anything, and I'm sure he probably won't, but it ain't about him. This is about the system allowing things to happen that were very agreed and put our lives at stake in some regards. So I just wanted to say that that's what another reason why we were still going to the criminal stuff for the second time. This time the prosecutor's office locally did get involved, but everything is slow moving and things are happening, and you know, it's corruption going on. The law says in New Jersey that if the person who resists to take the test is presumed the father, that's what the law says. Here in New Jersey, anybody who don't want to do it and go away from doing it or prevents from doing it is presumed the father. So right now, he's presumed the father. He's not even alleged.
Meanwhile, Ramir wasn't done. He filed a new lawsuit, this time targeting the New Jersey courts themselves plus several judges. His claim that for over 10 years, they worked with Jay-Z to block every attempt to get justice. In the new filing, Ramir and Dr. Coley accused Jay-Z of lying under oath, claiming he didn't own any New Jersey property, just to dodge the court's jurisdiction. But ER's team found property deeds and tax records with Jay's name on them, proving otherwise. And it gets even deeper. Ramir's complaint names 6 different judges he believes conspired with Sean Carter, helping him manipulate the system. These judges, according to ER, knowingly ignored property records and kept repeating the same false claim that Jay didn't own anything in New Jersey. The result? Every one of Ramir's cases got tossed or denied. Now, with this new lawsuit, they're going after the legal machine that's protected Jay-Z for years, and they've got the receipts. The lawsuit also claims that once Ramir started speaking out about the shady moves in court, his car got shot up by unknown individuals. Ramir and Dr. Coley say they were followed around their own neighborhood, and cars even drove onto their lawn at 4 a.m. They believe this wasn't random. They're pointing the finger straight at Jay-Z's team. Now, Ramir and Lily are suing not just the courts, but the judges too, saying they violated their rights and blocked the young man from getting closure. And it doesn't stop there. Ramir and Lily sat down with Tasha K, where they confirmed what's been whispered for years. Ramir's mother, Wanda, was just 15 or 16 when she got pregnant, and Jay-Z was 22. Ramir explained that at first, the court tried to toss the case by claiming the man listed on the birth certificate was his real father. But guess what? A DNA test proved he wasn't.
No, I'm not a lawyer. They try to use all type of things, res judicata and all type of things to say, hey, whoever was on his birth certificate, that was the, you know what I mean? That was the dad. And that's not how the courts work. So we did everything we had to do to, you know, show them that wasn't. The person I was calling my pop took the DNA test. It was straight out there. Only other name was Jay-Z. He basically just sawed it and skedaddle. They try to use all this craziness to hold the case up. And I'm like, well, damn, if this was anybody else, I'm like, all right, the first 2 years.
They would have ordered them by now. They do that. Especially, like hey, take the test. Hell, in most cases, you can start drawing child support without a goddamn paternity. It makes them want to come do.
Ramir even called out the courts directly, saying if they truly thought he was lying, they could have just dismissed the case with prejudice. But they didn't, and he made it clear. He's not doing this for money. He's chasing truth. In fact, he said if a DNA test proves Jay-Z isn't his father, he'll publicly apologize.
If it was anything, if y'all felt like we was lying, why y'all ain't dismiss the case with prejudice? Why do y'all keep having us come in there and file and pay all this money and keep filing for years? Why? If y'all didn't see anything wrong with the case, why is it not over? But the only thing I'm asking is, I don't want no money from you. You know, if you want to have that relationship, if it was true, that's just on you. You know, I'm just showing you that I'm fighting for what I believe in is right, and I want all the kids and everyone that come behind me. If you missing the parents, it's all about. Sometimes that's all you need to know. Your parents says you don't need nothing from them. It close the book. It just helped me, you know, go on with my life and just be straight. It's not like I'm looking for anything, looking for you to bring me up where you at or bring me with your family and all. I still got my own family, but I just want you to be like, just think about it. Like, we could have got this, you know, over with and through all this. I still respect you, even though I might not like you. I respect everybody.
I was gonna say, how do you view him now?
And it's like, and when I say I don't like you, it's not even it's just that I feel like, you know, y'all sit at the top and y'all forgot where y'all came from, and sometimes you got to bring yourself down to the bottom. You can't sit at the top and think all these, you know, I'm rich and all that, and if I go to court, this would affect this, and sometimes you just got to get it over with. If you believe this wasn't true, it would have been over with, you know. And for you to let me just sit here and after all this, my mom passed away, and I'm not saying you physically, but dragging us to court and all that, not taking care of the problem, it's just, you let it happen. So it's like, you could have got this over with. If it wasn't true, we could have, you know, I would apologize. Yeah, I apologize in front of the world. Hey, it could have been done, but obviously it's something you hide. But
here's the twist. Ramir's mom's age might not be the only reason Jay-Z is dodging that DNA test. Sources are now saying there might be something way darker lurking underneath it all. Something that Jay's team doesn't ever want exposed. Whatever it is, one thing's clear. This case isn't going away quietly. Ramir's not backing down. And with 50 Cent now riding with him, Jay-Z might finally have to face the truth. Please subscribe, share, and like. See you on the next one.